Gang, it is Friday. Good Friday, is that what it's called? Happy Monday, Good Friday. And our stars have just aligned and we are child free, aren't we, Meld?
Child free.
Come and tell everybody we're child free.
Child free.
We have just been for a little walk around the village, got a matcha, Lee got a coffee and a slab of carrot cake, and all of our girls have each got play dates this afternoon. Poppy's only out for a couple of hours and then she's coming here with a friend. But by some miraculous miracle, it's all at the same time. So it's just the two of us and we're spending it weeding. Babe!
Yeah.
I'm currently in the vestibule. You know how I did like a tidy declutter thing in here the other day? When I was doing that, after I'd got it all tidy, I took a picture and I didn't know that you could do this, but you can upload pictures to ChatGPT. I know I'm a little bit obsessed with ChatGPT at the moment, but I uploaded it and I said, make this look better. And I'm gonna insert a picture here so you can see them side by side. Basically, well, I'm not gonna tell you because you're gonna see in the picture, but we're gonna do it, aren't we, babe?
We are, yeah.
I've had permission, we're gonna do it.
I don't actually think we need to do a lot because that's fine. That clothes thing's fine. This could maybe get replaced, or like you said, give it a paint and swap the...
Give it a paint, swap the knobs. Could we panel this bit?
You could, yeah. You could. I'm DIY'd out. Do you see that things I built last week?
Those.
And the... is that a ticker Rooney up there?
It's a spider.
That mirror
Oh, it's awful.
could get paper aeroplaned.
You know, that was one of the first things we bought when we bought our first house.
I know, I remember it well.
Do you actually? Do you not remember?
You remember buying that?
Yeah. Sure, it was like 25 quid and I was like...
$23.99 if I remember correctly.
But we really had to, that was expensive for us to like splurge on that mirror.
Look at the crack there. The room could actually be done with another...
Paint. Well, yeah, we won't be painting it this colour though.
What colour are you painting it?
Probably the same colour as the blue room, or like Egyptian cotton, something like that.
I think we've got Egyptian cotton in the garage.
Perfect. Go and get it. You can start now.
Yeah, sure. Well, that light can get launched as well, can't it?
I like that light.
Yeah, it's alright actually.
What's wrong with the light? Oh, it's really wonky. Oh my god.
Gee whiz.
Why is that so wonky? Careful.
God, people must walk in and be like, what is going on there?
Okay, that light can go.
That's terrible.
That was there when we moved in. Yeah, okay, that can go. But I'm excited for this. We've done... we actually haven't... Oh, we painted it white, didn't we?
Were you going to say we haven't done much?
No, to this room, we haven't done anything, but we have painted it white.
We changed the flooring.
I hate this flooring.
Show that mess down there at the painter did.
No.
Why not?
Because you pay for what you get. He was the cheapest painter that we got quotes from, so...
We actually cannot get... If we do get rid of that, we need to replace it in the same position so that it doesn't expose that. Otherwise we're...
There's just paint all over the floor. You're not missing much.
It's absolutely terrible.
I know,
isn't it?
but babe, we had different quotes from different painters and you literally pay for what you
Well,
get.
I'm actually thinking about getting back because look at the wood outside again. That needs a dickety do unless you or I blast it.
Yeah, you'll be good at that.
It does need a paint though, doesn't it? Otherwise it'll turn to like how the windows did upstairs and we'll need to replace the things.
Mm-hmm.
We should have really got PVC, that would have been the future.
It would have been.
I totally didn't think about that at the time though. I didn't think you could get like PVC that kind of matched the wood. But
It probably wouldn't have been because they're green.
oh, look how good that grass is looking, by the way.
Right, let's go and do some weeding. Let's spend our romantic 2 hours together weeding in the garden.
Oh, I love weeding, I do. Love weeding.
Oh, do you know what? The thought of this, spending 2 hours with you weeding, makes me so happy.
Oh, I'm the same. I'm the same. I'd much rather do this. I wouldn't like to be on the golf course when the weather's like this.
Is that where you want to be?
Of course.
Babe, if you want to go and play golf, you go play golf.
Of course I don't want to be playing golf. I want to be weeding. I want to be...
If you want to, you go play golf.
I don't want to play golf. Look at the weeds in there. They look beautiful.
Go on, you go play golf. It's fine. I didn't even think that you could go. 2 hours isn't long enough to play golf.
Oh, no, I don't want to do that anyway. Have a look. Guys, go look at that weeds. Why would you want to go golfing when you've got perfectly good weeds to rip out? And,
you go play golf.
And grass and stuff.
I'm out tonight at, so you know Joe from Rewild Skincare that I go to for my facials.
What time are you at?
7.
Oh, it's 4 o'clock.
What?
Let me just check. Nah, let's do weeding. Love weeding, I do.
She's hosting a night where she teaches you to do like lymphatic drainage and like facial techniques on your own face. So I'm going to that tonight. It was fully booked and then a slot became available. Even though I was totally tapped out from being so busy and like Dubai and Amsterdam and just very socially tapped out. I'm all right now. I've had a few days home to recover, recoup, regen some of that energy. So I managed to get a slot. So I'm going there tonight, but I'm going to have to sit right down at the front. I'm still fully deaf in my right ear. Literally can't hear a thing. It's so like in the house whenever I'm talking to anyone, I'm like, what? Can't hear a thing. And then last night I slept like this on this side. And I slept in until like 8:30 this morning because obviously I couldn't hear anything. Anyway, let's go do some weeding. The tulips are looking nice. These are just left over from last year. And these were all my pink ones from last year that have all come up blind. So they all need to be dug up and chucked out because they're dead now. I need to finish off adding some compost to the top of these and then I can get my veg going. Seedlings are looking beautiful. Show you around there, all my other bits and bobs in a bit. Oh, it is weeding time. This is the weed bucket of shame. Lee and I are putting in a solid weeding session, aren't we, Lee?
Solid weeding session.
What time did we say that we were coming out to do weeding?
5:20.
Remember you were like, what time is it? When you were talking about going golfing?
Oh, it's 4 o'clock.
And what time is it now?
5:05.
Oh my god, we've been at this weeding an hour and a half. To be fair, there's a lot of weeds. A lot of weeds. Dashing out, well, I'm going upstairs just to go to the loo, etc. before I dash out to the facial club tonight. I'm getting there nice and early. I'm going with my friend who wears glasses. And she's like, we need to get there early because I want to be at the front so I can see. And I was like, great, I need to get there early so that I can hear because I am deaf in one ear. So we're going a bit early. We just had fajitas. Poppy's pal is still here and Lee's going to take her home when they've had enough of each other. And the big two are still out at Pal's. We've had a lovely relaxing evening. I am so chuffed with this lip stain, by the way. If you didn't see it, I'll show you it properly tomorrow. I've got it on right now, but I mean, the light isn't very good. I don't know how well you can see, but you can see that I've definitely got something on, although I have just eaten and it's like rubbed off here. But if you weren't like about to put it on and then eat fajitas, it would all stay on. And it's that Wonder Skin. I like resisted buying into the hype for so long, but I wish I didn't because it's really good. And this is the shade Whimsical, I think it is, but I'll show you it tomorrow properly. I'll do like a before, during, after. Guys, today is day one of me doing the curly girl method. It's so wild, and I'm about to go to Tesco and I feel very out of my comfort zone going out with my hair like this because it's just not how I would ever leave the house. But I'm trying really hard to embrace my curls, to help one of the girls embrace their curls. So I'm taking one for the team, and surely this is day one, so it's only going to get better from here, isn't it? The curls are only going to get better. I'm nipping out. Poppy's got a birthday party today, so I'm nipping out to get present and card for that. Very organised. And bits for breakfast tomorrow and some more milk. We've had a family meeting this morning. We've been talking for a little while about getting chickens, and we think we're going to do it. Florrie's come at me with her PowerPoint presentation. It's the end of my birthday and Easter, and I've had a lovely day. Woke up, had a cracking sleep, didn't I, P?
Yeah.
Poppy was, because I'm still fully deaf in one ear, when I sleep on my good ear, I'm like totally deaf. But Poppy woke me up, was desperate to wake me, what was it, 7 o'clock?
Yeah.
But Daddy made the girls stay downstairs and tried to contain their excitement levels. And then at 8:30, you woke me up.
You said 5 more minutes.
At 8 o'clock, I think you said 5 more minutes, and then at 8:30 you came and woke me up, didn't you? And gave me some lovely cards and poems and presents. And I got, if you haven't seen on Instagram, I got a new bird feeder, which was all I wanted. It was top of my list. Absolutely love it.
Sorry.
What is she doing? Rollerblading. Try. Oh, why don't you go and hold her hand? Why don't each of you go and hold one of her hands? She's really struggling to learn to rollerblade. She's sat on the floor. She looks like she's going to cry. Oh, go and help her. Oh, go on, girls. Go and hold one each hand. Oh, she can't get up. Go on. Okay, Florrie said she doesn't want to help. And then what have we did this morning? We did some gardening.
Just lying on the floor.
Did some gardening. Daddy's going to be back in a minute, and she's laid on the floor in the middle of the drive. There's Daddy.
Oh my. She's box kitchen because she can't.
Did some gardening. Had my mum and dad come over.
Hey, where is Florrie gone?
She moved to the side. For a cuppa, got some lovely presents. I got gorgeous watering can from my sister, a veg growing book from my mum, and like a big compost tray for like filling my stuff because I was making such a mess with soil in the greenhouse. Nice kombucha. Careful, you nearly spilt that then. What else did I get? Loads and loads of seeds for growing my veg in my 3 raised beds that Lee has built me. And then we went to our local National Trust property and did an egg hunt. And now Lee is just back with our Chinese order, and I can't wait. I've also treated myself to some tomatoes in the garden centre, tomato plants. So I've just planted them up, and a little mini watering can for doing my seed babies. So I've had a very lovely day, and we have big news. I haven't shared it with you.
We're getting chickens.
Big news. We are getting chickens. It's something that we've wanted to do for a while, and why has he got more Easter eggs in the car?
Mine's going to be called Princess Flounder McHayhay III.
Spies is going to be called Princess Flounder McHayhay III, if you didn't hear that. Poppy, what's yours going to be called?
Betty.
Betty. Florrie's still deciding hers. Where did the Easter eggs come from?
I got them yesterday.
For the kids?
No, well, one was for me. I actually went to get one for you, which was £5, and he said to me, it's 3 for 10, or you can pay your £5 for one. Was it alright?
We've got abundance of chocolate in this house.
Can you show my
Anyway, I'm going to go and eat Chinese now, and I'll update you on chicken chat after dinner. Right, Poppy wants me to show you her stash of chocolate. Is this yours, Sophie?
No, this is my stuff.
Right, let's see what...
I've eaten the majority.
It's Monday. The kids are finally back at school. I feel like between us taking them out of school for a week to go to Dubai, obviously when we booked that, Lee still worked offshore, so we booked it to fit in with his rota. So they missed the last week of term. So rather than having them off for 2 weeks, we had them off for 3 weeks. And then they went back to school, and they had Friday off for Good Friday, but Poppy was also unwell on Thursday, so she ended up having most of Thursday off. And it's just been like stop-starty. I needed some kids back at school routine. I have filmed some content. Are you tired? Are you tired, boy? I've been filming some content this morning for a couple of brand stuff that I've got coming up. Doing some life admin, did some washing and cleaned all the bathrooms, and now I've just had my lunch and I've got an hour before I need to do the school run. So I'm going to go and have an hour of peace, of me time, doing what I want to do and what brings me joy in the greenhouse. Just boiled the kettle. I'm going to take a cup of tea out with me, and Lee got me a Kit Kat chunky for my birthday, which is in the greenhouse. That's where he put it for me. So we're going to go and have a cup of tea. Got some seeds, and just have an hour of peace. Tell you what, if someone had told me like 10 years ago that my favourite thing to do would be to go and sit in my greenhouse with a cup of tea, and plant seeds, I would have been like, very good. But it actually is, it's weird because it's not even the growing of the flowers that makes me happy. It's the planting of the seeds. It's the whole process of like filling them up with soil and doing the seeds and topping them up and watering them and seeing them come to life. That is what I find incredibly therapeutic, not so much the actual like having flowers and planting them out and all that kind of stuff. It's just going through the motions of doing it. So before my birthday, I put in a seed order. I got loads of seeds from my parents for growing all my veg. But before that, I also had already done my own seed order. So I got dwarf cosmos this year. I grow cosmos every year. I absolutely love them. I think they're probably my favourite thing to grow. They do so well in Scotland, which loads of stuff does really badly. So they're a really good place to start if you're looking for something very easy to grow. You don't even need to do them in a greenhouse or start them off inside. You can just sow them straight into the ground. But I just like to take my sweet time and grow them in my greenhouse, get them going. Because that's just what I enjoy doing. But I've never grown dwarf ones before, so they'll be good for... Oh, shiza. Why is this egg so hard to break? It's gonna go everywhere, isn't it? Oh my gosh. Oh, yeah, boy. The dwarf ones, I think will be great for going in pots around the patio. I also got Cosmos seashell mix. I got, these are poppies, but how gorgeous are they? And then I also got Delphinium consolida imperial mixed. Did I buy these? No. It says on the packet, a little gift for you. How cute is that? They were from the Happy Green shop on Amazon. Bertie is banished from the greenhouse. He used to love coming in here and hanging out with me, but he's now banished because... Oh God, somebody's emptied out these. See, this is the problem when the kids want to come in and get involved with my happy place. They start rummaging on all the seeds and opening the packets, and then stuff goes everywhere. We're growing these cucamelons. I can't remember if I told you this already, but they're the size of grapes. They taste like cucumber with a hint of lime, and they look like watermelons. So not much is happening with them yet. They haven't germinated. I'm not sure if it's going to be a wee bit too cold in here for them, but we'll see what happens. The kids are doing them. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, Bertie can't come in here anymore because my new tomato growing bag has got manure in it, and he's just like loves eating horse poo basically. Just like that, my hour is gone. I planted up a tray of dwarf cosmos seeds, enjoyed my cup of tea, had half my Easter egg, and now I'm going to do the school run. It's another day, and I'm in the same place, back in my greenhouse. I'm just can't get my words out, planting up some more cosmos. It's like Groundhog Day, isn't it? This is what I was doing yesterday. The sun's come out. Just had a cup of tea, and I had some lentil dal soup for my lunch, which was delicious. Hear the birds song? God, this is just so relaxing. Went back to the gym this morning. Oh, and I'm on day 4 of curly hair, and I haven't washed it. Haven't washed it yet. Isn't that amazing? normally if my hair was straight I'd have to wash it like every 3rd day. And actually it doesn't even feel like it needs washing. It feels pretty good. But yeah, I had to tie it up today because I was going to the gym, and I also had a little bit of a, not a lie in because it's a school morning, but I got up later than what I was meant to this morning, so I didn't have quite as long to like faff around with it. So I just thought, oh, I'm going to be bunging it up when I get to the gym anyway, so I'll just bung it up now. We've just got a new head teacher at our school. It was so funny yesterday at the end of the day. He seems like a really nice guy. He's like my age, really smart, really like confident, just seems pretty cool. And yesterday at the end of the day he came over to like where me and my pals stand, and he was like, where's the exit? And I was like, oh no, not that fast, you're not escaping now. It was just so funny. Maybe one of those things where you have to be there. And he was like, no, I was actually meaning the exit for the kids because this school has got so many different exits. He said, don't go starting any rumours about me trying to escape and find the exit. It's really funny. Anyway, hopefully he's going to be good for the school. Bit of fresh new life into it. Our school hasn't been doing great recently. It's failed the last couple of inspections. So I think when the school fails like 3 times, you need to get a new head, something like that. So that's why we've got him, and he's come from a school that's doing really well. It's funny because we live in like a really affluent area, but the school's just a bit like, the staff are great. Our building is like falling apart, so old. It's the high school that I went to. Not the high school, the primary school that I went to. But it hasn't actually changed at all since I was there. Anyway, hopefully the school gets back to where it used to be, because it's always been known for being like a brilliant school, but it's just recently it hasn't been doing that great, which is a shame. You know what, I just like using my hands. My mum got me that new scooper for my birthday, but I prefer having my hands in the soil than using a scooper. I don't know why. It just brings me joy. So I'm gonna have to go back to the garden centre and get some more bags of compost for my veg boxes, and then I'm gonna get some of the veg seeds. I might actually do a tray just now. Check the time in a minute to see how long I've got. I'm gonna get some of my veg going. We heard no further forward with the chicken chat. We are pretty sure that we've decided on a couple of silkies and a couple of pekins. I don't know if it's pekins or pekins. Pekins. Can someone that's a chicken person tell me how I'm saying that? I want to say, in my head it should be like Pekin, but then I'm just thinking of like Pekin duck from the Chinese. But maybe that is the right way to say it. And then we were so torn. So there was 3 things that we were kind of considering. Firstly, we were considering rehoming some battery hens, because in our local area they quite often do like a battery hen rehoming drive, and that would be so nice, wouldn't it, to give battery hens that are like featherless and not had very nice lives a little life extension and a little happy place. Then we also considered, if we're doing this, why don't we do like the full thing and get hatching eggs and get an incubator or borrow an incubator from a friend and hatch them ourselves. And then thirdly, we were like, let's just buy them like young but not chicks, so that we already know the... I need to unfill my watering can. I'll be back in a minute. Yeah, sorry. And then we were like, let's buy them young so that you know the gender of them. But obviously they have to be silkies. I think are really difficult to sex. So they have to be like 3 months old. So then we kind of thought, right, we don't want a cockerel because we don't want to have like chicks and a noisy cockerel making loads of noise. So that rules out getting hatching eggs that we hatch at home ourselves. That ruled out that option. Then we were like, we don't want to get battery hens because as nice as that is to rehome them, that's not really the type of hen that we want. And if we're doing this, we should get what we really want and know that like Silkies are little hens, so they're not going to be like taking over the whole garden, and they're known as being like therapeutic hens because they're like lap hens. They want to be cuddled, they want to be held. I'm hoping this is going to be a nice calming experience for our youngest, and like she'll be able to go in and spend time with the hens. Poppy wouldn't go anywhere near them if they had like feathers, like they were bald and they didn't look nice. She wouldn't want to hold them. She's quite particular about that kind of thing. So then that made me think, right, we need to go for the actual type of hen that we want and not do the rehoming process. Not saying that I would rule that out. Maybe when we're more experienced chicken owners, we could look into doing that. So then we've basically narrowed it down to getting Silkies and Pekins that are old enough so that you know the gender, so that we're not getting a cockerel, but not too old that we can't like get them really warmed up to our family and like super sociable. So that is where we're at. So we need to buy the coop and the run and get everything all set up, and then there is a local place that you can go and get young hens that they know the gender of. So this is the seashells mix of Cosmos. Excuse me. I got the hiccups. I feel like I should do another one of those trays really, because I just love them so much. Just doing a bit of weeding with the dog. Going out for a dog walk with my mum. Whilst I'm waiting for her, doing some weeding.